I'm always deeply curious about how the really effective, productive, successful people spend their days. Like, do they spend it swanning around, lying by a swimming pool, or perhaps, just hanging out in the rooftop bars? I think not. I think they are ruthless about their time management and prioritizing what matters in their life. And if there's one thing that I've learned over all the years in business now, is that discipline equals freedom. And as a free spirit who for many, many years was just like, I want to do what I want when I want, and I just want to go and choose where I want to travel, and I think I only want to work on these things that light me up today, I realized pretty quickly that that wasn't actually really freedom. That was disorganization. That was not being accountable to what matters. That was not taking responsibility for how I wanted to live my life and how I wanted to spend my time. So if you are one of those people too, I totally get it, but you're actually becoming your own worst enemy. And if you are somebody who has 30 daily things on your to-do list, you're also setting yourself up to fail. Because what I realized even a couple of years ago, when I took a very good hard look at my calendar, we don't actually have that much time. We don't have that much time in a week. If you take out eating, sleeping, fitness, friends, family, social events, meetings, appointments, and all those other wonderful things that just make up life and are also important, you really have, and research has proven, around 3 focused, productive hours of work a day. 3. Now, of course, we have more than that depending on how effective you are, but in reality, if you take into account disruptions, distractions, procrastinating, and life, at the end of the day, if you actually just allowed yourself 3 hours a day, and that's all you had, you would use those 3 hours so much more effectively than you currently do. I can guarantee you. So I'd like to show you today a little peek behind the scenes of how I plan out my week. Before I actually share my physical screen, I want you to not freak out because it looks really full on and busy and there's lots of beautiful colors. And what I want you to focus on is how I reframed is the more that I can block out exactly what I want to work on, as well as my free time, which is baked in to my calendar. That means date nights with Josh. That means walking with the dogs. That means fitness, massages, dinners, cultural events, weekends away. It's all baked in. So what I'm then left with is the exact amount of time that I have in my day to work on the stuff that matters. Put in you time, self-care, holidays, vacations first. I know that's a little bit of a what, but the first thing that gets taken away when you're stressed out and really busy is your weekends, is your long weekends, is your holidays, is your vacations. Some of you may be like, Natalie, I never give up my holidays. Well, good for you, because that's the way it should be. But I do see too many entrepreneurs going, you know what, I've just got to work this weekend, or I've got to do another late night, or I'm going to stop doing yoga, or I'm not going to make it to my gym class because I haven't achieved enough today. Well, if you knew how much is possible to achieve in a day, and you actually were more realistic about that, I think what you would do is condense the amount of work that you have to fit within this shorter time window, and you would do far more effective work. So that's exactly what I do with my calendar. Let's dive over in front of my computer, which I've got right here, and I will show you what the heck I'm doing. So, okay, I know it looks freaky, but this is my week this week, which I'm just showing you. Today, I'm here at the studio and I'm recording vlogs all day pretty much. But what I wanted to show you is that baked in every morning is the morning rhythm. And I did a whole vlog on this called my new energizing morning routine. It'll show you exactly what I'm doing in that time, but it absolutely is my time and it sets me up for success every single day and makes me feel amazing and energized. I have blocked out 15 minutes of planning every single morning, which doesn't actually sound like much, but 15 minutes is what I need to look at what the goals are that I've set for today using my Life Pilot spreadsheet tool, and also making sure that they're the right ones. And then I will dive into what I need to do. So every single thing in dark blue is business, and shout out to Amy Landino, who had shot a video like this while I had this one in my head to do for you, and she does a similar setup. So it was really, really neat to see how she does it. But what's scheduled gets done. And the only way this calendar system works is if you actually commit to it. So if you look at your calendar setup and you're like, no, I don't feel like doing that now, well, then you better make sure that that wasn't a priority or you have shifted it to somewhere else. So I know for the rebels out there, this calendar may be like, but it really works when you focus in and you just go, yep, I'm going to do that. In addition to this, I use Toggl, that's toggl.com. It's an awesome tool which basically tracks all my time. So I'll pop it up right now. It's a little desktop app. And as you can see here, I can actually put in exactly what I'm working on as well as what project is that for. So I have projects baked in here as well. I think my favorite word for the day is baked in. And I can see exactly how much time things are actually taking me to do. I toggle my entire day. It's genius. So I set myself up with 25-minute Pomodoros to achieve most of these things that I've blocked out. 25 minutes of working, 5-minute break. I go out and throw the frisbee for the dogs. I drop down and do some press-ups or I do some sit-ups. I jump around, I dance to music. I go and hug and kiss Josh. I might jump on a really quick call to somebody. I might leave a friend a message. 5 minutes not doing that work and then straight back into it. And I tell you, those fake deadlines that the toggling does and the Pomodoro are amazing for making you just focus in on what exactly needs to be done. And you can see that I've got breakfast in here. Josh and I usually breakfast together if we're working from home. I have lunch put in here. We have a date night. And as you can see down here, we have a reflection time. So that's the end of the day before we're going to bed, when we're relaxing. And we look at how did our day go? Did we hit and achieve our 3 most important goals that are over in our Life Pilot spreadsheet, which I'll just flick over to now. These are our weekly goals. So we set our 3 most important weekly goals every single week on a Sunday. And then we also set our daily goals. And they're all color-coded: business, health, lifestyle, personal growth, wealth, relationships, you name it. It's all in our Life Pilot process. It's awesome. And then each day we look at these and we go, did I hit it? Did I progress it? Or did I miss it? And that actually has started to build a really amazing pattern for us on what is working in our life, where we procrastinate, any trends that we see, like what times of the day we really shouldn't schedule in deep work, focused work like writing, producing, strategies, proposals. Times of the day where we're better to just do quick life admin, where we're better to do fitness, where we're better to book in meetings with people. It's been transformative. If you want to learn more about Life Pilot, just head to lifepilot.co. We have a new cohort opening regularly, and it is transforming other people's lives because it is a system for life planning and focusing on your head, your heart, and your gut, and what really matters to you. Seriously, been amazing. Back to the calendar. So this works incredibly well to me. What I wanted to show you is down here on the left I have several calendars. Natalie Business is all my business related tasks. Kairangi Haven is the name of the property Josh and I have, and that is where we put in our together time. So our breakfasts, our reflections, our date nights, our fitness, our afternoons off. As you can see here, we have recharge. We've just taken 3 hours out on a Wednesday just to go either for a hike, massage, but whatever it is, it's 3 hours of not working. I have my personal calendar, but that's really where I book in my own appointments for, let's say, the dentist, or something that doesn't need to be in my business calendar and it doesn't need to be in my calendar that's shared with Josh. You'll also see up the top that in grey I have my Asana task. So I've also got my Asana calendar in there and I can take that off at any point. But I really like this because what I do in Asana these days is actually set the exact time and date to be doing something. So I can come in here and I can say this is the date and I want to add a time, and it will actually then put it in my calendar for that. So for those of you wondering how do I actually link up my tools to work with my calendar, this is how. I'll be sharing more of them on this channel and in videos like this. So that is how I set up my day, and that is how I get so much done and focus on the priorities. I hope you've enjoyed it. I would love for you to share in the comments below how you set your calendar, how you work on the most important things, and how that is working out for you. I'm Natalie Sisson, your fellow freedomist. Thanks for watching. Time. Are you out there? Can you hear me? Why do you go so fast? Where do you go? Come back to me, time.